are we doing, future Joshua? How are we doing? I am super not happy with where the camera is. I've been sat here for like an hour. We just need to start. Yes, we're working. Okie dokie. Hello, Fred. That's right in my eye. Oh, for goodness sake. I have one job. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I am going to have to move that. Something like that, maybe? We'll see. I'll see in a minute. I hope you have had a wonderful day today. My day has been... I have been less depressed than yesterday. I have been more anxious. I don't know which I prefer / despise least. But I hope it... Oh God, here we go. I swear my body knows as soon as I hit go live. That is the first time I've coughed all day today. I have not done a poll tonight. For the last, 6 weeks, the game that we've played has been chosen by the poll that goes up every day on YouTube. Today, I did not do one. It is 2 weeks since I started this game, and I want to play it again. So I am going full dictatorship. Probably should have my unethical hat on. But we are going full autocracy here. New downloadable content. I don't know what that means. So last stream, all that really happened is we were on a train. I should probably do a bit more of an intro than that. Metroexodus. Also, I'm coming in hot about a YouTube comment, but we'll get to that. That's also why we're playing this tonight. Okie dokie. We played Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light on stream, if you're interested. If not, this will suffice. Metroexodus is set in 2035, 1 year after the events of Metro Last Light, on a post-apocalyptic Earth that has been devastated by a nuclear war. Many parts of the world are uninhabitable due to radiation, forcing humans to create communities to survive, and split into factions, both peaceful and hostile, who often fight against one another and against aggressive mutant creatures that roam the surface and the underground. The game continues the story from Metro Last Light's redemption at the good ending. As in the 2 preceding games, the player assumes the control of Artyom, who flees the Moscow Metro, where the 2 previous games took place, and sets off on a locomotive called the Aurora with his allies on a journey to the Far East. The story takes place over 1 year, blah blah blah. Anna, I think that's her sat there drinking a nice cup of cha. Anna, another major character in the preceding game and the book, blah blah blah, is now Artyom's wife. Miller, Anna's father and leader of the militaristic Spartan order in previous games, returns. Artyom's comrades include a bunch of new characters who I'm sure probably won't make it to the end. Other characters who join the Aurora crew during their journey include an engineer named Yermak, and then we haven't met any of those people yet. Okay, now the plot section here on Wikipedia, all that we've done is the first 2 sentences, because it was a lot of cutscenes and a lot of rambling. After the battle at D6, the ending of Metro Last Light, Artyom leaves the Spartan Order, disillusioned with the constant infighting and corruption within the Metro. He obsesses with proving other humans outside of Moscow have survived, and makes numerous expeditions to the surface, despite Anna and Miller insisting it is futile. During an expedition with Anna, they witness a train running on the surface. Before they can follow it, they are captured by Hansa soldiers. There's the Apocalypse Nazis, Apocalypse Communists, and the Apocalypse Capitalists. That is Hansa. To date, they've been friendly. They've been the quote-unquote normal stations in the Metro. Before they can follow it, they are captured by Hansa soldiers who shoot Artyom and take Anna hostage. Artyom survives the shooting. He follows the soldiers to rescue Anna and inadvertently destroys a signal jammer that was blocking all radio communications between Moscow and the outside world. Radio transmissions begin to be received, and Artyom and Anna realize humanity has not gone extinct. They escape by stealing one of Hansa's locomotives that they later name Aurora. And then this is where we ended. As the train leaves, the Spartan Order moves in to retake it, but are shocked by Artyom's and Anna's presence. Knowing Hansa will kill all of them for knowing the truth, Miller concludes the Spartans' best chance of survival is to flee Moscow. Outside the city, Miller tells the others that while many of Russia's cities were bombed, the war did not end, and NATO has occupied the remains of the nation. To prevent NATO from attacking Moscow, the Russian leadership decided to secretly jam all communications to make the outside world believe nobody had survived. They receive a radio broadcast from Moscow Defense Command, calling for survivors to rally at the Ark, which is located at Mount Yamantau. Okay. That is the setting. There is going to be a lot of character stuff, I imagine, as we go. I've heard that apparently we encounter a cult, as well as bandits and the Apocalypse Nazis, communists and capitalists. There's also, I think there might actually be two Apocalypse cults. So that's going to make it feel kind of Far Cry-y. Where did we get to? I don't remember. We'll go from here.
When it has been years since anyone's heard anything but static and white noise on the radio, who could still believe we are not alone on this earth? My wife, my comrades from the Order, my friends, people from my station. Nobody believes me. They are sure that there's nothing on the radio. Sure that save for us who hid in Moscow Metro, there were no survivors of the last war. We are alone on this planet, and in the Metro it's common knowledge. But I did hear that call on the radio with my own ears. Yes, it was immediately drowned out by the static. But I had heard it. Which means that somewhere out there, under the skies, there's still a habitable place. We're not doomed to live the rest of our lives underground. Still, nobody believes me.
Okay. So this game, compared to the previous two, this is way bigger budget. I remember that the whole stream, when I played this 2 weeks ago, I was just saying, oh my god, it looks so good. Oh my god, it looks so good. I'm clipping it tomorrow, so I'll see what the compression's like. Hopefully not too bad, but the first two, they got pretty pixelated by the time it was sent into the ether. But I am excited. I am excited. I remember having a bit of confusion. They've changed the controls as well. Metro Last Light, it was on like the exact same engine. This is a whole new engine, and it's been built from the ground up. And so far it shows. I don't know how much bigger the budget was, but it's awesome. We will see as we go. I don't think it's a true open world. I think it's a series of extremely vast and open levels. I don't know that we could do, you know, if we loaded up Morrowind and you walk from one side to the other. I don't know that we can do that. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We shouldn't be... Oh, Jesus, have I done the same thing again? Oh, no, I did this last time. I went to... Are we going to have... Oh, okay. I needed to scroll down. I was going to say, Jesus Christ, that is like after the introduction cutscene. That is taking it all... Hello. That is taking it right from the beginning. At the end of the last stream, we did all that setup was done mostly in cutscenes. And we just, like, the train stopped and we just set foot in the open world. I think we're about to meet the cult. I don't know.
The air at the surface seemed incredibly fresh, intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker in the Urals. For 20 years we thought...
Pretty sure it's the same voice actor. She's cool.
Survived. Turns out they're still around. Where were they while we were eating each other alive in the metro? We'll have a lot of questions for them once we reach Yamantau. If we reach it. The ruins of our country are under enemy control, according to Miller. And we'll have to fight through to our goal.
Yeah, see, I'm interested to, like, that's...
The chances that we'll succeed.
There's... Oh, Jesus, Artyom. Okay. One of the DLCs is called Sam's Story. And I thought, in a couple of cutscenes, I was like, I swear to God, it sounds like there's an American accent. One of these NPCs has an American accent. And then we went round and we spoke to all the NPCs on the train. And Sam is indeed an American. So I assume we find out all about how he ended up here in the Sam Story DLC. But it was nice to know that I wasn't completely crazy. But that's going to be interesting because it means that it's, what, Russia against the rest of the world? And Russia is currently being held by NATO? I don't know. This is the I mean, it's the first time we've properly kind of... We've either been in the metro or hopped outside the metro and then straight back down. This is the first time we are... That is our wife.
So, what do you think our chances of getting to Yamantau alive are? It's the only thing on my father's mind. How to earn his forgiveness, get back
I feel bad talking over her. I am coming in hot tonight. I am always grateful for comments. I always try and remember to read them out. I think I do a pretty good job of doing that. I think that's the least I can do. Something's kicking off. Sound. So this is the open world. We are now in the open world. But how do we open them? Today I posted a clip from the end of Metro Last Light, and I stand by what I said. The end of the game, Artyom, our character, he picks up this like minigun with unlimited ammo, and it feels like something out of Halo, or Doom was the example I used. I'd argue maybe not Doom, because Doom was, you're maneuvering and jumping around. But definitely something out of Halo or something like that. And I was saying, oh, this is a perfect example of the difference between Metro 1 and Metro 2. Metro 1 was stealthy and horror-y, and I called it survival horror. It is officially listed as a survival horror. I understand it's maybe not the most conventional example of a survival horror game, because it has a lot of other post-apocalyptic stuff. Survival horror is more, it would be more something like, I don't know, Resident Evil. I stand by the fact that I called it survival horror. And I had always grateful for comments, always grateful for the interaction, and for taking the time out of your day. And people don't always have to agree with me. I would be very surprised if people agreed with every single thing I said. Honestly, I don't agree with what I've said. Oh, that's the American dude. Like I've just done with saying, oh, actually, thinking about it, it's not Doom, because Doom, you're jumping and you're running and you're doing all that stuff. I quite often disagree with what I said when it comes to me having to type out the bloody subtitles, but I can't go back in time and rephrase it. So disagreement is absolutely wonderful. But I sensed a little bit of condescension in this. 2033 is not survival horror, bro. Metro has never been survival horror. It's survival action. I don't know. I mean, okay. I honestly did not know survival action was a thing. I have never heard of that subgenre. I would, despite not having heard of it, I would maybe disagree though. I would say that the difference would be Metro 2033 was survival horror. Metro Last Light was survival action. That would be my 2 cents. Because when I think I've tried playing them. I can't get into it, but I'm familiar with Resident Evil. And that's zombies rather than post-apocalypse, like beasties and bandits. But that's not I don't think the zombie thing is particularly relevant. It's scary, right? You have a lack of items. You have to weigh up attacking or sneaking. You have limited amounts of stuff that you can carry. You can't like just run in like it's Doom or Halo and just run in blasting. That probably won't end well. There's horror elements. There's jump scares and creepy enemies, creepy situations, tension and the release. I would say that's what survival horror is, right? And that's the first Metro game. I mean, you start off with no weapon, then you get a pistol and it's shite. You have very limited ammo. You have to be weighing up. Do we buy some throwing knives? Do we buy some filters for our gas mask? Do we whatever? I guess we're not collecting resources and crafting. I don't know if that factors in. But I don't know why I said he. They still classed it as a survival game. And I feel like if crafting was a factor, that would be part of the survival element, right? Survival horror, the survival elements are what differentiate it from a pure horror, something like Outlast. Which I am not saying the first game was. But survival is in the equation regardless, so crafting is clearly not the issue that this person has. It is my use of the word horror as opposed to action. Again, I did not know that survival action was a subgenre. I am not disagreeing with that. I was not aware of it. I would disagree though. Metro 2033, so much of it was bordering on pure horror. I mean, Alien Isolation is classed as a pure horror, and you have a flamethrower in that. A lot of it, you're by yourself. I'm thinking about all those tunnels and the caves filled with those face-hugger looking spider crabs. The bits in the library on the surface when we'd be going through, and there's I think they were called librarians, right? The giant hulking mutants that if you look them in the eyes, they stand still. As soon as you look away, they start going for you. That's all horror stuff. I am aware also. I'm massively I'm derailing. No pun intended. I think going into Metro Last Light, Metro 2030, I mean, there's the frontline mission, right? That's probably the most action, but that is you're sneaking round. Like, it's not like in Last Light where I was still playing it, me personally, like I did the first game, stealthily and non-lethally, but it was built to just run in and play like Call of Duty. So that I 1000%, yeah, if survival action is indeed a subgenre, that would probably classify as that. But I don't know.
It's a new model, a portable workshop.
It was, I don't know, it's a little bit condescending, the way it was written.
It doesn't come with crafting materials, though. So
Again, thank you for the comment if you happen to be watching.
Let's move out, Artyom.
be careful out there.
I would love if you are watching, Metro fan. I would love to hear if you could give me an example of a survival horror versus a survival action. I think that would help illustrate your point. I promise that was not intentional. I did what I always do though. I get halfway through saying it and then my brain realizes, and then what I should do is get the line out and then afterwards go, haha.
Going down.
Not, maybe not go, haha, that would be a bit weird.
Hey, what was that?
It is super weird that we're out here on the surface with, I don't know if it's because they want to show off their new facial models, but in the previous two, if we were on the surface, it's like super irradiated, so you need gas masks and filters every 30 seconds. Here, we don't seem to have that issue. Or either that or we've just given up. We've accepted that we're all irradiated at this point. Yes, so we did this first bit. I think we got to like a rowing boat, which I believe is going to take us over to that church. That's where we got to. I got to the little fishing boat and got distracted. Surprise, surprise. I mean, I can hear the
While you're inside,
Geiger counter slowly ticking,
that
but
tower there looks like a perfect sniping position. Let's go.
the what? I am very excited to see what new weapons they've added. I know in this game they've... I absolutely adore the weapons in Metro. I wish that Fallout had more... Like, I don't know what word you'd use. Improvised? In Fallout, they tend to have more like they have the laser weapons, the plasma weapons. They do have some crappy stuff. They had the pipe weapons in Fallout 4, which I thought was an awesome addition. They expanded on that in Fallout 76 as well. But in Metro, oh my gosh, the pneumatic weapons, super cool. And even like looking at this, I mean, we have a pistol and we have this. I'm looking, if you look like where Artyom's wrist is, I don't know what they're called. I remember when I put my bed together, there was some of those like screw things with the Dumbo ears. Everything looks really, really, really good. And I mean, they added a bunch in Last Light. They added a single shot rifle, which was my wish. Because again, survival horror, we're trying to use as few bullets as possible because the bullets are the currency. So rather than like a machine gun, a single shot weapon seems like a good choice in my uneducated opinion. Everything looks pretty good here. It doesn't look like this place got nuked, which is maybe why we can breathe. I don't know when the ad started. Unsurprisingly, I was lost in a ramble. What do we have here? Ooh, yeah, I think I found this, didn't I? This is... They've changed the bastard gun. Now it's like a bastard pistol. Another really good improvised weapon. Never really used it, though. Because again, like, first of all, I played the first two games non-lethally and stealthily. So a machine gun is kind of the antithesis of both of those. Definitely the non-lethal part. But I'm excited to see what they've added in this. I keep wishing for a like a bow and arrow. They pulled that off in Far Cry, and it was really, really good. I don't know if they would want to do it here, because they probably have more than enough without... I mean, they have the... I can't remember, is it called the Helsing? The pneumatic one that shoots the steel rebar things. Oh, yes, it is boat time. Yeah, so we found some crafting resources. We're going to have to deal with that. I'm sure it was nothing. It was nothing vital. Did we check in? I think we checked here. Yeah. Okie dokie, Anna. Shall we go for a little... I mean, don't fall in.
I'll call you when I'm settled.
Yeah, so we have to head over there, which I believe is when we encounter our first citizens of the wasteland. I am excited to see what they're like. Yeah, so where we got to last stream, we got in the boat, and then I kept hopping off to check in all these buildings. So we never actually made it over there. Hopefully we will do that tonight. If we can... Oh, hello, birdie. What can we do for you? Can we get to that bit? It looks like we should defo be able to get to that. Okay. I don't really... I think all the crafting stuff is for the weapon upgrades and things. They tweaked how it all works. So we're not reliant on just... Right, you save your bullets, and then when you get to the next vendor, you use them to get a silencer. Here, I think we have to get schematics. I think we have to craft them, but we can change them on the fly, which I'm excited about. Hop. Oh, we jumped too far. Sugar. Okay. Yeah, Artyom is not a good swimmer. I swear in every single game at one point when we've been up on the surface, he's fallen into the water. Usually it is a death sentence though, so maybe he's learned a little.
Looks like you've been spotted.
Been spotted?
On that bell tower, waving a rag or something.
Who spotted us? A woman?
I see people at the church. None seem to be armed. We'd better try the other approach.
None seem to be armed. Famous last words. Ooh, what do we have here? Is that better? Oh, it's a shotgun. Ooh. You know, I don't really want to go... can we only carry 2? How do we look at... Nope. 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 Somewhere there's a thing and we like open up. Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, we can change everything on the fly, I think, which is good. I was under the impression we could get 3 weapons, though. I mean, I kind of want to see what we can do with... Can we turn it from a pistol into a normal gun? If so, we'll keep it. If not... No, we can't. Okay. In that case, we will go with the suppressed revolver. Thank you. We need a stealth weapon. Take whatever currency that's supposed to be. Is that everything? Is this something over here? I don't know. In this game, they've made everything look so good that I don't know what's like interactable, what chests we can open. In the previous 2, it was extremely obvious. Like they weren't glowing, but it was extremely obvious. Ooh, what the hell is that? Jesus Christ, we're finding all sorts of weapons. Use your backpack to install it. What is that? Is that another... Oh no, it's the bastard gun again. Stability. Yeah, we want that one then. Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, now we've... Oh god, now we're two-handing it. It's now not a pistol. I never really used the revolver. A lot of people, they play Metro with the quote-unquote cannon weapon, which is a revolver and the Kalash, the AK-47 knockoff. I haven't really done that. Jesus, I can hear someone. Kind of sounds like we got an apocalypse Joker or something. You know, why is our heart beating like this? Chill out, RTM. We're just going for a nice evening row on the lake. Doesn't that sound relaxing? No, that sounds terrifying. Who the fuck is that? I'm excited because all these people, they are going to be, I think, completely batshit insane. We're going to see a lot more, I think, survivors. People in the Metro have it rough, but they do have things like shelter. They have other people. When we start seeing the people out here that have spent 20 years scavenging. I mean, we could go over there. Can the boat go that way? Because I defo want to check. Anything here? I don't know yet what is worth, like, seeing if we can interact with it. What's going to be set dressing? I don't know. I don't know. It is going to be a tough game for that, I think. Doobie doobie doob. Okay, that defo looks like we can look in. Any crafting stuff in here? No. We'll keep moving. I think that definitely looks lootable. My loot sense is tingling. Also, I have a Reddit thing to talk about as well. We'll get there. Destructible objects, that's new. Granted, it is just a few wooden planks, but we will take it. Not entirely sure what that was. Howdy. Nope. What else can we steal before we go confront the screaming people of the apocalypse? Do you have anything for us? These, I mean, this looks like a cultist, right? If I had to guess, I would say cultist. Where did we leave the boat? Where did we leave the boat? This is not how I thought Artyom's story would end. But it looks like we might not have a choice. Can we open this? Is that breakable? No. I don't know. It's saying that we're like taking damage or something. I didn't bring the boat round here. I thought the boat was over on this side. Is that it there? Why did I leave the boat? It's the apocalypse. If you get a boat, don't leave it. Oh, where did I put this? No, we can't go that way. Oh, no. Meanwhile, there's a new mechanic where your weapon does less damage as it gets dirty. I think our weapon is going to be doing 0 damage by the time we get to the church. Did I leave it over here? Nope. Oh, is that it on the other side of this house? I think I see our boat. Was it a mirage? Oh, here we go. Better late than never. Inflict plague damage. That would be very good. They don't have really, I mean, They don't really have melee. You have the knockout or the up close takedown, which we always go for a knockout. No, can't go that way. I feel like that should be an option. If you want to do more, but then they'd have to introduce armor and stuff. Like wipe. We could wipe our throwing knives in apocalypse sludge. That would definitely infect them with something. I mean, this water's probably look at that scum on the surface. 20 years of apocalypse. And I mean, there's dead people everywhere. I'm sure there's dead people in the water. At this point, we should be wearing like full body hazmat suits. Even though up here we can breathe now, like, we should not be risking it. One splinter and it's bye-bye Artyom. I don't know what... Is that Artyom getting tired? Because they're doing too much running and jumping. I think that might be what's going on. What do we have over here? We haven't seen any people yet. I am nervous / excited. This sounds like me having a panic attack. Why is Artyom freaking? What is up, my dude? Oh, yeah, we will take whatever that is. Okie dokie. And whatever that is. Wonderful. See, is that... Normally, there would be one of those, and it would be openable. Now, there is stuff that looks like it's openable everywhere. It's awesome, because it makes the world look a million times better, but it is not making us super efficient. If we... Oh, hello, creature. Ah, an apocalypse bunny. Very cute. Hop. Get it? Okie dokie. Where did we leave? Oh, we're in the same situation again. Where did we leave the boat? Feel like it was over this way. Yeah. So, I mean, we're going to have to just... What do you do with the... Do you drive it? Do you row it, I guess? I mean, this feels like a very, 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 very bad idea. Hello. Holy Father Salantius. Does this sound like a welcoming, not dodgy dude? Electricity is a sit. Okay, let's maybe we turn the head torch off when we go in here. Oh God, who's that? Kid, shh. I don't know you or anyone here, but shh. Shh.
Patience, brothers and sisters. Patience and tolerance. For ye must accept thy neighbors like the Lord accepts thee. To truly turn their hearts from sin towards the heavenly bliss of true faith. So let us forgive the child.
Why do I feel like they're all gonna turn on? They're gonna like shut all the gates. Are they gonna eat us? I don't think we've seen cannibals so far in the Metro series. I imagine they're here somewhere. What do we... What do we... Are we supposed to keep going? Ah, I see a staircase. This looks promising. Oh, crumbs. Shit, well, I fucking knew that would happen. Oh, the heretic. Yeah, Christ. Who could have seen this? Who is this kid that keeps encouraging us? The man from the train.
Believe this. I had all but lost hope. We're not from here either. Silantius locked us up here a year ago. Yes,
Oh, crumbs.
the dwellers won't even talk to heretics. But I'll tell you everything I've seen in this place all that year.
Arriving under the cover of fog.
Oh, it's the bridge guard. Silantius fooled them just like the Lord.
The
But
bridge
unlike them, the
guard.
bridge guard have guns. Run! There's a way out down here, and there's a boat at the dock.
We also have one, but it's too small for all of us.
Is that... Oh, hang on. There goes a timer. Let me swap this over. We're back. Okie dokie. Nastier. That is a cool name.
We've been thinking about escape for a long time. Even got a boat, but we didn't have
Katia, I have heard. Nastier, I have not. Uncle Crest. Okie dokie. So do we just go? Why did we come here? Why did we approach these people? Is the train like blocked or something? So we have to deal with these people first. Yeah, I will be playing this game in the same way that I played the first two. Non-lethally and stealthily, as much as I can. What I am not going to do is get too caught up making sure we've got every collectible, because that will suck the fun out of it for me. I did that in the first game. We got the good ending. I got all the collectibles and it was great. But I did lose enthusiasm towards the end. And Metro Last Light, I know we missed a bunch. And it's really hard for me to do. But it did help. I felt a lot more immersed. Do we go that way? I mean, we can either go that way or that way. Either way, we're going to have to go down a staircase. I don't see anyone, which is good. Don't know who this Silentius fella is. He does not seem like a particularly fun fella, but we will see.
Artyom, I can't cover you when you're inside. I'm changing position to meet the woman and child. I know you can handle this just fine.
I mean, thank you for the vote of confidence, but I don't know. Boop. Okay, that dude is like looking right at us. Shit. Yeah, I swear he was looking directly in our eye. I mean, normally I just try sneaking, but I think we're rumbled. Lackey of Satan? I've seen something. Oh, we're doing the Batman. Here we go. Oh no. Okay, that didn't work. We might have to try actually sneaking. I mean, I don't really need to... Can we just go down here? Can we avoid them?
Artyom, I can't cover you
Yeah, I vote we just go this way. We don't need to engage. I mean, they're using oh, they're using fire torches, not electric torches. What is that sound? I think we're in the clear. Not Danya, but I mean, we will.
Help me out. No, you're not Boris. Look, just walk away. It's bad enough as it is. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I don't feel right. Oh my God. This is a punishment for our sins. It's all for our sins. For we have sinned gravely. Oh Lord, save us and have mercy. Oh Lord.
Is that it? And I guess if she's blind, she's not too concerned. Yeah, I vote we just keep on moving. That seems like the best option. No, again with the spawn of Satan. Oh, what have they seen? They are much more observant. Shit, we're back here. What? How have they... Oh. Okay. For anyone that was watching last night, I feel like it was a mess. I was very depressed last night. I did feel, as always, I felt better after streaming. How have they seen us again? For God's sake, this is mad. I was hella depressed. I apologise if I was a bit low energy or I never know, or scatterbrained, I never know in what way it's gonna manifest.
Artyom, I can't cover you when you're inside. I'm changing position to meet the woman and child. I know you can handle this just fine.
Again, I appreciate the vote of confidence, but the evidence is not on our side. All crumbs.
Nasty lied to you. We didn't kill anybody. Her father, he went to fight a demon and died. Tell him, Kuzma.
Yes, he went after a demon, and we have many orphans like her here, so please,
Okay. It's weird. It feels like this is like a medieval settlement or something, but then I look at Artyom and he's holding a gun. It's very weird. How are they not noticing that all of their torches seem to be going out? Like in a sweeping arc, as if there's a single gust of wind travelling round, blowing them all out. Ooh. Hello, sir. Sleepy time. Over there. Ooh. Oh my god, we can get over here. Does that mean we can break through all the wood? Oh god, there's a dude. Oh my god, there's a dude right there. Nope. Nobody's standing. Nope. Nobody here, I promise. Can we pull this off? Oh, we pulled it off. Hell yes. The patented metro technique worked once again. They've improved the stealth so much. They still haven't given us the ability to move the bodies, though. Who are they talking to? This person. Can we go this way? Fish be my witness. What does that mean? Hello, sir.
Just shoot me. Come on.
Why?
My daughter and my son are dead. Salantius wouldn't let us treat them.
Oh, so they're like anti-medicine as well. Okay. Vanya, I've heard that name in something. Honora? Sora, maybe?
Just shoot me already. Come on, shoot me, you fucker.
I mean, no, no. I'm sorry, fella, but we are doing this non-lethally. And also, you know, we're not just going to go around the wasteland killing dudes. If we're not killing the people that are trying to kill us, we're certainly not going to kill you. Ooh, this looks promising. Paladin. That's not how I remember it going. Yeah, no. Shit. See, we could do it, but there's a light there. What we could do... I love the fact that in this we can extinguish all the light sources. It used to be like light bulbs, you could unscrew them or shoot them. But things like that, things on fire, they would be permanent and you couldn't do anything about it. It is one of the many things about the stealth that are better here. Oh shit. Oh my goodness gracious me. I mean, he 1000% saw us. Must have been the wind. Satan's wind. Oh, how did he see us? What? Oh, we were doing so well. Oh God, they've seen us. This way? Nope. I am going to have to get up in a second. It's annoying there's no go prone. That will be good. Playing Ghost Recon Wildlands off stream, I have fallen in love with going prone. It is so good. Yeah, no. Okay, let me swap this over quickly. Okie dokie. We are back. Oh my gosh, I've been playing XCOM. I've been looking for a... I got into... Sorry, I'm a bit SC. I got into the... I've spoken about it, the Pokemon trading card game Pocket. I'm still having fun with that. But there's only so much you can do per day. Shit, which one do we go for? Let's go for the earliest one. Slay the Spire was good and Dredge was good when I had a month of the Google Play Netflix thing. Play Pass? Or am I getting it mixed up with Game Pass? I don't know. I tried Company of Heroes and Rome Total War. I tried those when I got my last phone. My last phone was my first, like, good phone. When I started streaming, I still had that. I had a Samsung S22 Ultra, which was my first, like, good phone with really good processor, really good camera, really good everything. And it's the biggest one, so it has a stylus. It was awesome. I did a lot of, like, social media stuff. When I was working for a mental health charity, all of that was done on that phone. And then I started streaming, and suddenly, what did it have? 200 gig storage? That was not enough. And they were about to release I think the most recent is the S26, but I gave up waiting. So I have an S25 Ultra. Not the one that folds, because I feel like that's a disaster waiting to happen. But I got a bunch when I got my first good phone. And I was going through all the stuff that I have that's not installed, and XCOM 2 was there. And I remembered having a really good time with it. And I installed it again. It took forever to install, but it's awesome. I feel like they've noticed us, right? Oh, crumbs. All of this looks like places we've been. It uses a lot of power. Yes. It very quickly went from 100% to below 20 in like 15 minutes of playing. It's really good though. Ooh, the Satan again with the Satan. So I bought it for Xbox and started playing it, then bought the DLC, and it broke the game. I don't remember exactly what caused it, but I got a refund. Xbox is pretty good about refunds. And then I used that money to buy it on my phone, and it works absolutely perfectly. It's really, really good. I did try Red Dead Redemption, which it's not built for a touch screen. It looks pretty good, but it's just... Ooh, okay. Well, I think we we escaped. Is that the map? Which one's us? Are we the X? Or is X where we're supposed... I feel like X might be... That might be where we're supposed to go, because that looks like maybe it's the train. So... This way? Got no compass. So I don't know which way is which. We want to go down. I don't know if that corresponds to south. Are we going to have to navigate with the sun? Because I definitely can't pull that off. Oh, Christ. Out of the frying pan into the fire, I think. Jesus. This is why you don't go swimming, folks. You never know what mutant crocodile sharks are going to be there. Ooh, who's this? Is this someone from the train? Or is it... We haven't seen Khan yet. Duke. Or Duke. Is that Miller?
Under no circumstances look for any action. So I just had a front row seat watching you there. And so you subdue the occupation forces peacefully with a holy cross and a prayer. Anna has already reported on the cult. How about we trade places? I'd hate to come back to Moscow without even firing once. I was trying to win a girl over from one trader. Tough luck there. Why does everybody else get fun missions? The colonel does criticize...
Fun missions. That's an interesting way of describing risking our life.
Or trying to get you killed. But I have to say it's unfair. I've been dragged out of Moscow, and for what? Stalking the furnace.
Oh, this is the... Oh, this is the dude that his job is to just shovel the coal in the train.
Just leave something for me. I'll have to stay longer, I suspect.
Leave something for you.
Trouble, though. I wish I could somehow talk to that catfish into jumping all those water bugs. How did Mowgli talk to the animals, I wonder? Speaking of Mowgli, we have the same blood type, you and I. Haven't you noticed?
What's that got to do with Mowgli from the Jungle Book? That's Jungle Book, right?
Binoculars on us to turn us into pillars of salt.
I mean, is that it? Are you gonna follow us? Nope. Okay. Crashed plane. Don't forget about the journal. Return to base. Okay. Ooh. Ah, okay, so we don't have a map compass, but there's a tiny red arrow. And if we turn around, that moves. And it looks like there's a question mark thing. Is that an unexplored, like, thing? Is it a collectible indicator? That would be really handy. Like, indicate to us where the diary entries are or something. Might just be, like, points of interest, I think they're called in Fallout. Who's this dude? He does not look like a cultist. I mean, there's people here drying their clothes. Who is that? Picked an upgrade for your gear. Find a workbench. Okie dokie. Also, yeah, we've got a weapon with a scope rather than that. Ah, very cool. We'll stick with this for now. Lots of dead people. Oh, we got holotapes. Yeah, the camera's really not good tonight, I'm afraid. Okie dokie. I don't know what... I think as I go, I'll get better at picking up on what stuff's openable. I am really having a tough time with it here. Ooh. I mean, can we go the other way? I don't really want to tangle with mutant beasties. Don't think there's another way, though. I think our only option is out this way. You know, I don't think they can hit us if we're up here. Can we get up? No. I don't want to fight any of you, but I will if we have to. Oh, I think that's people up on the train taking care of business for us. Oh god, we killed it in... Okay, so I'm thinking maybe things aren't going to be so bullet spongy. The mutants in the first two games, hella bullet spongy. And so, some of the time it feels warranted. The librarians are these huge hulking, like, mutant gorillas. That, okay, yeah, they will probably take a crap ton of bullets, like a Deathclaw would. But, I feel a bit bad just leaving this dude here. I assume he's going to come back with us. Did we look all the way along here? Oh, why do we need the gas mask here? Is this bit extra irradiated or something? Oh, why do I think I looked here? Yeah, I think I looked here. Okay. Never mind. Gas mask off. Oh, is there some kind of, like, bog gas, swamp air? I don't know. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight, last night, I have mentioned several times the all the Twitch, new Twitch streamer, Twitch startup, all the new streamer related subreddits. I have read stuff out from them. I've talked about it before. I didn't post there. That's not what I'm about to talk about, but I did comment on someone's. Somebody posted their setup, which is absolutely insane. I'll see if I can find it. It's a lot of hassle to put it on the screen. I will do my best to describe. So they posted 4 photos of their setup, where they have a big desk, they have a keyboard and a mouse, then they have a laptop and a keyboard, they have a big mic stand with a big mic, they have 1 monitor portrait, then they have 1 landscape monitor, then 1 portrait monitor on the right side of that one. Then they have 1 keyboard in front of that. All the keyboards are like fancy LED ones. Then they have 2 is it a Steam Deck? Then they have a soundboard. Then they have another soundboard, another mouse, a camera stand, a camera, and another mic stand. I don't know how much they've spent on this. It looks fucking insane. Also, kind of looks like a crypto farm or something. Oh my god. Oh yeah, here we go. So they have. I see. As a not PC person, I don't know what all the spec stuff means. Liquid cooled. Holy shit. So much stuff, like thousands of pounds. I'd say, I don't know, like $5,000 of tech, something like that. And I commented, I was feeling really depressed yesterday, right? I was feeling very done with the world. I commented, as a console streamer, ... I hate these posts. It's like, I feel like if this is the competition, why even bother? Feels like I'm trying to win an F1 race in a shopping cart. Saltiness aside, though, it looks absolutely incredible. Then today, I read all the other comments, and there's a lot of comments saying, like, oh my god, so cool. But there's also you can have all the gear, but you can still end up absolutely nowhere. My setup for streaming is very decent, but I will never understand these posts because none of this shit gains or retains an audience. I don't. Last night it felt like it was everyone saying, "Oh my god, so cool," and I was the only. Now there's more people saying, kind of like I am. I am aware that's me being a jealous little hoe. But I mean, I did check them out, which was probably their whole thing, right? They posted there probably to get people to check out their stream. I did check, first of all, I have more followers. I have more followers than them. I feel bad because the dude, he said in his post that he's like a war veteran that's got like bullets in him or something. So I feel maybe a little bit bad, but not gonna lie, when I loaded his thing and it said like I think 22 followers, I did internally have a very small chuckle to myself. And I did check out that he was streaming last night. He was streaming. I played some of the first one and then it got taken off Game Pass. Then they did a second one. I think the third one's just come out. Plague Tale, I think it's called. All to do with the plague. Really cool game from what I remember. He was streaming the new one of that. And it looked awesome. The quality was astounding. His voice sounded professional as all heck. It was like a green screen, so it wasn't like I have a rectangle. I guess you have a green screen behind you, and it like removes the background, so it's just like the cutout of him, which is very cool. But he wasn't really talking that much. I feel like the one thing I do, I am good at rambling. I mean, I'm terrible at rambling. I struggle to put like a thought out sentence together, but I am constantly talking. I have got that down. At the very least, I have got that down. But that was, because when I saw it last night, I was feeling I was feeling pretty down, which factored into it hugely. But I did feel a bit like, fuck, dude. This is the other people in the new streamer subreddit. This is like the other people in the categories. This is what they're working with. I am completely screwed. Like, what is even the point? Like I said, it in the post, feels like I'm trying to do an F1 race in a shopping cart. But then today I've been thinking about it in a much more positive light. First, because I looked him up and saw that he only had like 20 something followers. I was expecting to go on and he'd have like 500, so something like that. Definitely more than me. I am extremely grateful to anyone and everyone that has ever stopped by, because moments like that, my brain wants to go, okay, so don't bother. Like, what's the point? Don't bother. No one cares. It's a waste of time. You're terrible at it. You don't have the money to like, do it. It's completely pointless. So why even bother? But having things like when I looked at the nut, that's irrefutable proof that even though I don't have all that fancy shit, there's something that is, I don't know, entertaining. I don't know. I don't know. That's a whole different kettle of fish. But there's something that I'm bringing to the table. And today I was feeling a lot more positive about that. I was seeing that as I was seeing it like that. Last night it was just, what's the point? This is why you should listen to that inner voice and not stream. I am so lost. This is going to be a big issue in this game, I think. The first two are a lot more linear. Even with the big open maps in some of the levels, it was fairly obvious where you're supposed to go. Here I'm having a lot more difficulty. Breathing something in that we shouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I like being candid about all of this. When I've been super jazzed, I talk about being super jazzed. When I'm the opposite, I talk about that. And I feel like, God, this thing looks quite, oh, down we go. I feel like it involves all of us, right? Part of it is me as the person that sits here pressing go live, but part of it is people like Grumpy Chops earlier that commented correcting me or liking clips. Like, I wouldn't have the self-assurance to still be doing this if it wasn't for that. I've said it before, I would have given up months and months and months ago. So I feel like part of it is me sticking with it, but part of it is also all you lovely folk. So I really appreciate it. That's how I ended feeling. I was feeling very, very grateful. Very thankful, I think. Should we actually make our way back to the train? I'd like to get there before Artyom gets radiation sickness. God, that thing did not want to... Yeah, it's this big boy. Oh, jeez. Weapon jammed. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen here. Oh, God, the timer's going. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. I mean, this kind of suits, honestly. The alarm when the timer goes, it's the Skyrim... I hope you heard that. That actually fit there quite well. That is entirely my fault for saying that things didn't seem so bullet spongy. Also, holy shit! I checked out Darkest Dungeon today. It's now gone up to, it was 18,000 viewers on Twitch today. I thought, because I think it's now been about a week since the new DLC came out. I thought it would have started going back to where it was. Holy shit, it is going completely the other way. Let me do this. A little gentle reminder if you have meds and you haven't taken them. I like doing this on the stream because I've had some shitty comments about mental health meds and I feel very strongly about it. So boop. And we're back. Yay, Darkest Dungeon. I cannot believe that I think last time we played that, I think I avoided every single trap in the dungeon. I do not know how I pulled that one off. Now, having said that, next time we play it, we're going to be walking into all of them. We still haven't lost anyone. I am very surprised. I keep wearing my unethical hat, thinking that we're going to have to make some very tough decisions. And we do, but none of them have resulted in the loss of our adventurers so far. I will take that as a win. So, oh, Jesus. Ooh. How I've missed that sound. That is the sound of Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. Yeah, it's this motherfucker with the armoured hands that he hides behind. The little ones, I think they're the prawns, but it's this fella over here. Looks like some kind of Morrowind creature. This, I think if the others are shrimp, this is like a lobster, an apocalypse lobster. Okay, I am not loving the fact that our weapons keep jamming. That's a new mechanic that I don't love. Is it trying to come up here? Oh, sugar, we went too far. Yeah, I don't want to take the fight into the water. I think the apocalypse lobsters got the advantage there. Shrimp are the little ones, right? I don't know what the difference is between shrimp and prawns. I feel like shrimp and prawns are little. Lobsters bigger, right? Lobsters like that big, something like that. They all kind of gross me out. They're like, it's like eating cockroaches. Yeah, I see you there, Mr. Lobster. I'm pretty happy with that name. Some of the names I've come up with for creatures, I have not liked. Some of the names for stuff in Dark Souls and Outlast and stuff, they've been a bit iffy. That, I stand by calling that the Lobster. Because the other ones that I'm sure now we won't actually see any, the smaller ones, they are called shrimp? Shrimp or prawn? Oh god, I don't know. Now I think I'm getting mixed up with District 9 now. That's prawns. I think these are shrimp. Yeah, that's a shrimp. That is a lobster. This is going terribly. Where did we get this gun, honestly? No quality control here in the apocalypse. I feel like we're not we're supposed to just run here. This is supposed to be a very, very quick, very simple trip just back to the train. That's all we have to do is go back to the train. I can only imagine how terrifying the... Is it called the dungeon or the darkest dungeon? The one that's right at the top? I can only imagine how terrible that's going to be when we get there. I feel like that's probably quite a ways away. Where you at, Lobster? Is that it there? Oh no, that's more shrimp. Prawn. I think it was shrimp. This thing is much scarier. Did we just... No. We didn't get it. Oh no. Not the time for a gun jam. This is what we get for, like, running through the mud. Swimming in the icy apocalypse water. Of course the gun's not gonna work. How much have we got? Okay, we have 24 bullets left. We should probably just start running at this point. Chalk that thing up to, we'll come back later. Do we have our... Okay, that's completely run down. Oh, for goodness sake. Let's try this shit again. I am not going to be beaten by a lobster. Artyom has been through so much. He is not going to be beaten by a lobster. here in the plane. Do we need to listen to that again? Keep saying that we need to use medkit. I don't know what keeps damaging us. We're getting a crap ton of damage from somewhere. I missed anything around here. So I don't think there was really anything in the plane. I was kind of expecting, like, I guess there was a new scope, right? I think that was the thing. There was a new scope. In the sense that it was actually a scope. More apocalypse bunnies. That's my. I will happily see as many apocalypse bunnies. Just no more lobsters. Oh, hang on. That's yeah. We don't want to go back that way. What happened to the boat? Oh, did the boat get destroyed? Ah, there was that cutscene, wasn't there? Could we go that way? Is that somewhere we haven't been? I'm going to pop that on so that we don't get damaged. Can we sweep all the way around this curve? Is it just going to be more bushes? Oh, and I can hear the bloody lobster. Shit. Oh, God. I think it might be the lobster and some shrimps. Anything here? Nope. Yeah, I think that's maybe as far as we can go without the boat. It probably doesn't want us to be going back in. Swallowed a fly, I think. I don't think there's anything else here. On the plus side, I think I'm at the point where now I can play some of this off stream. Right now, the only game that I'm playing off stream is Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is not my sort of thing, really. But it is perfect for doing off stream. It is busy work, the game. Is any of that? No. Okay. We look there. Yeah. We're just repeating ourselves here. Let's go. We need to go past the plane to actually start progressing here. What's this? Oh, it's just a log. Okay. This is the point I'm at now. I don't know what I'm looking for, so I'm looking at logs and going, oh, is that it? No, Joshua, that is a log. That is a tree stump. I don't think Artyom has any use for a tree stump. I might be wrong. I guess you could probably put it in the train's burner thing. Probably not as efficient as coal, but in a pinch. I don't know. If I know nothing about guns, I know less than nothing about the operation of trains. Well, we are back here at the plane. Not that that really helps us. I checked all of this, right? If I knew which way to go, I would just get going. But, oh, yeah, that's that thing. Yep, we checked that dude. There's nothing here in the cockpit. Apart from the zombified remains of the co-pilot. Okay, let's just get going. So, where is our lobster friend? Is that a crustacean? Hello, my crustacean friend. Yep. You are very intimidating. We are not going to bother you if you don't bother us. I like its little... It's like a really big mustache. Oh yeah, we got some shrimpies. Little shrimpies. Got no beef with you, shrimpies. You carry on shrimping. Okay. Oh, I spy the train. I also spy more shrimpies. But I spy the train. Yeah, I think I was trying to go that way. Gotta go... That looks like a dead lobster. I'm not sure how that happened. God, I keep hearing waves. Ooh, do we have an actual Geiger blah 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 blah, an actual Geiger counter? Hell yes. I mean, hell no for Artyom, but why are we being so irradiated? Do we need to put our... Oh no, we had that on. God, we got... What the fucking Christ is that? Not good. I assume that's not good. What the hell was that? So I don't know if that's the first instance of something supernatural. There's been, I think they did a really cool job of it in, what does that mean? Winter. Oh, that's the name of the chat. Yes, so we haven't got a single document here. I don't know if that's because there aren't any. Probably that we just haven't found them. They did a really cool job in the first two metros of... They had kind of supernatural... It was played entirely straight, entirely serious. In the first game, it was like echoes, would be how I would describe it. There was... I remember there was like a subway train that was full of people that had died in when the bombs went off, I guess. And ooh, what do we have here? Ooh, and we're down. In Last Light, they went a bit further with it. I did a clip, it was very pixelated, but there was some really awesome imagery when we were up in the ruins of Apocalypse Moscow, with these, like, all these, it was like a cavern, but the walls were all the grasping arms of the countless dead. It was if it was in a different game, it maybe would have come across cheesy or like a kind of jump in the shark moment, right? I thought they pulled it off. They do definitely push it, but most of the time, yeah, I don't think it comes across outlandish or anything like that. There are moments with those glowing energy balls where it's a bit... But on the whole, it's played really well. It was really good. It was a bit more fantastical in Metro Last Light, but the flip side is that then they can have much more extravagant visuals. In the clip, I said it was some Dante's Inferno shit, I think is the phrasing I used. And Fallout doesn't do that. Fallout, when it does things like that, it goes the other way. It goes, oh yeah, let's introduce aliens and like alien blasters and UFOs and shit like that. Played comedically. Here it is played entirely seriously. I was a bit curious and a bit nervous, and I still am, about how it's going to work in a more open world game, because they're going to have less opportunity for those scripted sequences. They will still, I'm sure, because it's open world, but we're going to go to like that church, right? So it's then a location. There'll be caves, caverns, hideouts, outposts, as well as like going back into the metro, because I know that we have not seen the last... Oh, diary entry. Hell yes. Okay. They say any landing you walk away from is good enough, but what about my case? Could have been worse, of course. The other three can't even move. Shura and Nick. Nick, okay. It's at the point where I get thrown when there's a like not a Russian sounding name. I guess that's probably like Nicholas. That's like a Russian name, I think. But like Katya and Nastya, like Artyom, all of that is when we come across Sam and Nick. It throws me. Shura and Nick got away with just bruises though. Nick made a splint for me and more or less put the leg together. Sure hurts like hell. We're in a tight spot with bogs all around. Yeah, so we are 20 years post-apocalypse. This is 2028. I'm guessing Metro 2033 takes place in 2033. Right? So the new one's Metro 2039. So what, 6 years have passed between the start of Metro 1 and the start of Metro 4, which I'm assuming is after this. We're in a tight spot with bogs all around. We sure are not walking to that village, Shura said he saw, until we at least have a path laid out. Looks like we're settling here for the time being. The good thing is that we managed to build a camp and get everyone there. Bad thing is that the plane is leaking fuel badly, so we must be quick with getting our stuff out before it catches fire or something. Unexpected bonus, there are no mosquitoes here, which is a bit weird. There are other things. They left tracks in the muck last night, which don't look like anything we've ever seen. Glad we have the guns. Who knows what those things were? Better get some power in case they come at night. Is that the lobsters and the shrimps? I wonder if we could drive that ram turbine with that bike we had in the luggage. Oh my god, they got Nick. He went to take that ram turbine and they got him. Huge greenish-grey praying mantis-like monsters. The shotgun did nothing. Shura fired both barrels, but shot just bounced off. They were perfectly hidden, as if they knew where to wait for him. Fucking monsters. Nick, we should have stayed home. But this is a long one. We have two options. Try to get help from the village now, or wait till the food runs out and try then. At least, we have time to think about it. It looks like the monsters are afraid of fire and don't approach our camp while the fire's going. Shura says it's up to me, as others are mostly drifting in and out of conscience. Consciousness? Maybe? Drifting in and out of conscience. That makes it sound like they're wavering about whether to do something immoral or not. How can he be so calm? I still can't get over what happened to Nick and this fever. Shura left. His message? Still, that's bullshit. Just let him get to the dry land, please. They are crawling around at night, clicking their mandibles. What an awful sound. Can't sleep, have to keep the fire going. Luckily, Shura left enough firewood. The others can't move at all, but my fever is a little lower now, so I can't stand it anymore. Can't sleep. Honestly, I think that's the second time there's been like translation error. I am it's still made by the same devs, so for anyone that doesn't know, the Metro series is based on a series of books by a Russian dude who, in case you think, oh, he's shilling for the government or something, He's like a Russian dissident that's like he would get shot if he went back there. So when he decided to agree to get them made into games, he went for a Ukrainian game dev. Which, going into the new one that comes out, obviously there's a lot more that's happened in our world, in that part of the world, since these games were released. So it's going to be even more political, I guess, which I think will be really good. I think they'll nail it. But the first two, there was quite a few translation errors, because I'm assuming the Ukrainian dev writes it in Ukrainian? Is that the language, or would it be Russian? I don't know. And then it's translated into English and French and Spanish, etc., etc., etc. There was basically, as the budget's gone up, there's been less. In the first game, it was basically every single thing we read. Every single one of these paragraphs, there would be something wrong. To the point where I stopped pointing it out. I just did it in my head and said it how I would say it. In Last Light, it was better, but it still happened a lot. I think this is the second time it's happened so far. So I think that's why it throws me, because I'm now used to it not happening. Honestly, it does kind of feel like the sort of thing that they like when they do updates. I don't know how. I don't know if this is that an image, or is that a background with text on it that they could just go in and edit a couple of characters? I don't know. I don't know. Sure, goddammit, fucking beasts. I found his backpack less than 100. That's my birthday. Oh my god. Took all my speed to hobble back before they noticed me. Fucking monsters. This is so long. Oh my goodness. This is hands down the longest diary entry so far. They're crawling around, splashing in the mud, clicking their claws. The sound is driving me nuts. Lucky the guys are passed out most of the time. Don't bother them so much. My fever is back. Don't know if I'll be able to keep this up. It's not so bad with the fire crackling, really. Oh my god, this is terrifying. So, July 23rd. They've been stuck here since... Is it like a week? Like 2 weeks stuck inside the plane. July 12th. And it got up to my birthday. So, at least 9 days. Just wait it. Oh my god, that's horrific. Don't know the date. The leg is all black. Can't write. Sharpened a couple of sticks and gave them to the guys. Hope they can hold them. Monsters are getting closer. I just can't anymore. And then on July 17th, Dima, you know I have... So Dima is maybe the person who wrote everything so far. And that's maybe Shura or Nick that's gone. God. I would imagine the same, probably. I don't know. It's a real minor thing. I imagine it probably happens if you're someone that plays a lot of Japanese game like JRPGs and stuff. It probably happens a bunch there. Especially as well because it's not just like it's not like when it's a Ubisoft Montreal game, right? So it's like it maybe would have been written in French. That's still the normal alphabet. I imagine this is written in Cyrillic. Whether it's Ukrainian or Russian, I don't know, but a different. And then if it's a JRPG, it will be not hieroglyphics. I don't know what it. Oh, kanji. I don't know if that's the right word. I imagine it probably happens a bunch playing those sorts of games. And honestly, I imagine it happens more when it's a English-speaking dev that then translates it into other languages. If you're someone playing games in, I don't know, Greek or I don't know, Armenian. I imagine it's something you probably deal with way more often. I'm not used to it. Yeah. I don't care. The main thing is the game, right? I can deal with a couple of spelling issues or mistyped subtitles. That is the... I'd rather have that and have an awesome game. Very curious what this thing is. I don't know. I think it's all... I wish I spoke a load of languages. I think it's something that we probably should do as humans. We should... Our whole thing as a species is our ability to communicate. So it logically makes sense that we should be able to communicate with as many people as possible. I wish... I mean, there was someone... I think it was during last night's stream. Someone popped up and said, "Hi, I don't speak English. I speak Spanish." I wish that I could have then swapped and done the whole thing in Spanish. I wish that my brain could like get a handle of those things. I did start learning. I haven't done it in a while. It's nice to meet you. What was how are you? How are you? Yeah. I got to again zapped. Thor's after us. Oh no, it's going out. That's where the train is. It's going over to the train. It's just moving around, electrocuting stuff, I guess. Okay, the advert's done. Yeah, I think we should all learn languages, and sign language as well. We should all learn sign language. Honestly, it's frustrating that we as humans, like, we have decided to develop technology to, like, make money and shit. Make things for people to buy. Why we have not made a universal translator, I do not know. Although, having said it, if it was made now, it would probably just be like an AI thing, which is not what we want. Do we go... Can we explore this way? Or do we go back to the train? Probably back to the train, right?
You're alive. Impressive after the horrors Duke told us about.
Duke. Yeah, see, I pronounce that Duke.
Right now. They are so nice. Both Katya and her daughter. And Katya's medical training.
Oh, they made it. I know, I say June, but that probably sounds like the month, right? The month before July, June. That is like the movie with Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya and Josh Brolin and all the other people. The Denis Villeneuve, I don't know how you pronounce his name. They did part 1, part 2, part 3 is coming out. I would say June, but everyone, when they talk about that, they call it Dune. And I guess that makes sense, because if I say June, you don't know if I'm talking about like a sand dune or the month June. And it's the same with Duke. Like, Anna's just called him Duke. But I would say Duke. If it was the Duke of Wellington, I don't know. That's the only one I can think of. Miller needs to take a chill pill. He needs to have some of my brain meds, I think. Soften up his edges a little. What was really cool, I remember watching Shogun, and they talked a lot about like translation and interpretation. That was a plot point. That was really interesting.
Thank you, Artyom. If not for you, we'd never have escaped that place. They were so
Well, we've gained more people.
Yes, Uncle Artyom. Thank you. And you
Uncle, we did just meet you.
kind and really strong. Thank you, Artyom.
There you go, Artyom. As I always
Auntie
say,
Anna's
you lucked out.
pretzels.
We all lucked out with Anna. She's a total deadeye. Now I only wish your mom could come with us too. With a real medic, we'd become...
Yeah, can she? Are they both going to join us on the train now?
Katya, Nastya, come have some tea. Don't be shy.
Thank you.
The question word is at the end.
So,
It's really interesting. I've been on many Wikipedia rabbit holes all about it.
A couple of years ago, we heard there was this great place on the Volga, so we made the journey.
That's where we are, I think.
Fanatics were in control now. And they say this place used to be great.
did you come with your
Oh, Stepan.
There were 15 of us, but now only Nastya and I are alive.
I'm sorry. Hey, why are you so gloomy? Don't you like the tea?
Probably because there was 15 of them and now there's only 2. Right? She did just say that.
Attack. Nastya lost her teddy. The beast carried it away. Must have thought it was alive.
Oh, don't you worry. We'll find your teddy.
Will we?
Huh. We call them demons in Moscow. And you call them gargoyles.
Yes. Where did those things crawl out from, I wonder?
Well, there's radiation, chemical weapons, and stuff. Nature just went strange.
Yeah, the planet's been trashed. No wonder Silantius had such a hold over everyone here, with people seeing things like that every day.
Salanti, that's the anti-tech dude.
What's that? Reading with disease.
That's also anti-medicine.
But Silantius wouldn't even hear of me treating anyone. He said God claims his own. He only cares about feeding their bodies to that fish once they die. He says it's their sure
The
way of
fish,
heaven.
was that the big thing that ate our boat?
But no, it's a sin. And then he just locked us up in that tower.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
But Silantius got mad and smashed it.
We heard about someone called Crest.
So the man had to hide in the port. It's a
Who
business.
was that?
Silantius can get him there.
He also wanted to make Mommy marry him, but she didn't want to. He's old and nasty. Ah.
Yes, the gospel of the damn fish says nothing about marriage. I was lucky to protect my daughter. That crazy creep, he's just so... Will you take us away from here, please?
Of course we will. Don't you worry.
We can try. I'm very curious. There's a lot of characters that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen Khan. Other than Miller, Khan is the only character still here that we've seen in every Metro game. Anna we saw briefly in Metro 2. All the people like Ullman, honestly, he was better than all these generic NPC rangers. He's the first time we saw the rangers when they rescued us. God, it was a cool moment. And he got killed off stream. Still haven't forgiven them for that. Okie doke, Miller, what's up?
Martin. Katya here has provided us with vital information. A mechanic
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
is hiding in the port. His help is required if we're to fix the Aurora in the foreseeable future.
I guess we're off there next then.
So once you're ready, go to the port and invite Crest to join us. And then get back ASAP. We'll have to decide what to do about the fanatics
Okay.
on the bridge. Now we know for sure that the bridge is in working order. They crossed it last year when they got here. Well, at least some things are clearer now. But still, so many questions. There might not even be any enemy forces around here at all. They probably garrison the key regions only. In any case, we'll learn everything once we reach Yamantau. From the top source. The Moscow government is essentially a local council, to put things in perspective. So, now we just need to figure out how to cross this.
I want to have the same attitude that I have when I'm playing Jedi Fallen Order. When I'm playing that, I'm complaining about a lot of things, so I have to consciously try and talk about good things as well. So far, everything's been great. I've kind of been kissing this game's butt. I am not a huge fan of where the plot seems to be going. I mean, I guess they kind of dealt with the Dark Ones at the end of Last Light, but I'm not super invested in that right now. The whole thing with the government and the NATO troops being stationed here in Russia, and the kind of got my hopes up with the signal jammer thing, but it's lost me a bit since then.
Artyom, are you going to the port?
The cult was really cool. I'm excited to see more stuff like that. Ooh, first solo trip.
So Katya being a nurse is just perfect. It will make convincing Dad to take them along so much easier.
Forgot to take the gas mask off.
I'm going to talk to him about that later.
Crumbs, I hope we don't need those filters.
He doesn't really want to leave them here himself. I can see that. But he's so hung up on those occupying forces, he can't even think of anything else. All right, you go run that errand for my father now. Just be careful out there. You know I worry about you.
Okie dokie. So...
Hello again, Artyom. You did great out there. Or so everyone says.
Thank you. Do we know you?
We've been waiting for the occupying forces, but so far we have only seen winged and four-legged ones. Our ecology seems to sit badly with them. Some bandit-looking characters in the distance too.
Okay, done? Okay. I will be doing a poll tomorrow over on YouTube. I don't know right now what game. I tend to put 4 games. I get the choice of 4. I used to do 3, and then I'd have an other, and then I'd comment a bunch, but I stopped doing that. Never seemed to really do that well. So what I tend to do is put 4 games that I'd be really happy playing them, so that I'm hyped regardless of where democracy leads us. So I don't know right now what I'm going to be in the mood for when I've slept and got up. We will see, but I'll try and do it earlier as well. Oh yeah, Matt. Yeah, I remember you from the first stream. I'm gonna have to go find one. Probably right. What? Didn't we get something? Didn't we get an upgrade or something, and it said use a workshop to install it? Is that in the, can we get in the train?
Comfortable? Can you operate stealthily with it? I have a present for you here. ATR rifle. Ring any bells?
Is that, oh, it's the pneumatic one. Hell yes. Hell yes.
Making bullets for it is easy as pie, even in the field. Just remember to keep that pressure up. Otherwise, you might as well be spitting him out yourself.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
It will never fail you. I did my best. So, bear it with honor. And don't forget to drop by from time to time. I have a few ideas for improving it.
I mean, they've made it a lot we used to have to, I think it was hold the right trigger, or the same as how we'd get this thing to charge the headlight, the headlamp. We would have to do the same thing. Here it looks, I mean, X is the reload button, so it looks like if we then hold it, yeah. Oh, that's very cool. It looks awesome here. Do you have a workshop? I swear there's a workshop somewhere. I can guarantee that democracy tends to always ends up being a tie. It's still helpful, but it does seem that definitely more often than not, it will be a tie, and probably a four-way tie as well. I'm happy, like, all I get from that, yeah, maybe I don't get a decision, but I learned that there's at least one person who would like to see each of them. I'm not seeing a workshop anywhere. I feel like last stream there was a whole other section to this train. There was definitely a workshop. Or something. Don't know if it's moved because now we've like set up camp here, or do we have to go and find one? I don't know. Probably we have to go and find one. The people actually look like people. The models have been pretty wonky, especially in that first game. There was a kid in the first game who looked more like Gollum than anything else. Here, everyone, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Miller's redesign, but yeah, we will track him down. We will track him down. It'd be easier if someone had a workshop. I don't know what the thing is that we found, but no, that's... Oh, hang on, now it's letting us have 3 weapons. Medkit. We can craft ammo, including the throwing knives. Hells yes. What? Do we get to... we can't manually save, can we?